Hey guys, it's your girl Sophia, your host for the Campus Celebrity TV show. Campus Celebrity is a show where we get to know and celebrate students doing amazing stuff on campus. On this episode, we're live at Imo State University where we get to interview a female tech guru who is equally a corporate event host. Excited to hear, are we? We'll do that but after this short break. Welcome back from that short break, guys. So we have with us an amazing guest. Hi.
Hi, Sophie.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you so much.
So, how are you?
I'm good. Actually, rounding up my final days in MSU, so it'd be hectic, but I'm good.
Yeah, okay. So, who is Queen Helen?
Okay. Queen Helen is a corporate event host, a tech recruiter. I help companies get tech talent, Web 2 and Web 3 talent for their companies. And I'm also an event host, like I mentioned. So I host events, corporate events, conferences, yeah. And I currently run a company doing CV. We help people who are trying to get jobs create CVs and resumes for jobs.
Oh, that's really beautiful. So what course are you studying?
Computer science.
No, I see where it came from. So, you are all this, a web person, a tech woman, an event host, and how are you able to juggle that with school?
Okay, I'd say it has not been easy, but because before I came into school, I already had my hands on tech. I already studied content writing. Then in my 100 level, a couple of years into school, months into school, I stumbled on blockchain and all of that. So I learned how to balance working online and schooling early, right? So starting a company and doing all of the things, I kind of have a system where I get to prioritize what to do now, what to do. If I have an event to host, I want to keep all that stuff pending, then I attend to it. So it's actually a system, but it all works out.
Oh, that's really beautiful. So what inspired you to become a tech person?
Is there actually an inspiration somewhere? I'd say I'd always loved the idea of tech. Growing up, I'd always messed around with phones, always wanted to be online. I think I had my first Facebook account when I was 14, thereabouts, and it was still new to me, but I found my way around it. Then I got to start reading up about tech. So when I first heard about Bitcoin in 2020, it was very exciting, right? So I got to study about it. Then I started teaching other people about it too, hosted events about crypto, getting into the blockchain ecosystem and all of that. So it's been one hell of a journey, but we're good.
Oh, that's really beautiful. So what are the challenges you face being a tech person and being a student?
And I'd say when I first started, it was resources. Getting a laptop for myself was kind of a challenge. Then information, I did not really have a lot of information, but with YouTube and Google and joining the right communities, I started blending, right? And I started seeing other ladies who have been in the tech space who are doing stuff. So it was just encouraging. So I kept on pushing. But I would say getting resources, laptop was actually a major challenge. Then funding. Funding can be quite challenging too because most of the things that are required in tech requires funds, right? And then most times, I feel like one of the things that held me back a very long time was imposter syndrome. Feeling like I was not good enough to do stuff when I actually had the resources, I had the knowledge, right? But being able to put myself out there was a problem. But when I handled all of that, it was just to start running with it.
Oh, that's really beautiful. So we'll get to know more about Queen Helen after the short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back from that short break, guys. We still have us the beautiful Queen Helen. So, Queen Helen, how are you able to address the challenges you have?
Okay, I was first of all say it was first of all to finances. So what I did was I started saving up, right? I started saving up, and I would even say getting into the crypto space was a challenge on its own because I could not even afford the courses that I wanted to buy. So I also saved up for that too. Then I asked family; it was not forthcoming, right? So I saved up for that. I really saved up for a long time before I was able to buy the laptop I wanted to buy. Then I started working in the online space. I started doing content writing for different brands, freelancing, right? I saved up enough money, worked here and there. Yeah, so I feel like I saved up, right? Then I had the roadmap for what I wanted to achieve. For every challenge I had a roadmap to it. So let's say the first one was to get a laptop. I saved up for that. Then I wanted to get a course. I would actually start out. I reached out to the course owner. Can I pay instrumentally for your course? Is that possible? Right? Can I take charge of your community? Is that something? I actually looked for a way to actually get myself. For every time I had a challenge, I had to face it. Then there was a time when I was so focused on my online space and my online brand that my academic started suffering from it too. So I had to take a pause, have a sheet, drop my priority table, then choose what I wanted to do at a particular time. So it was all just strategy planning, trying out new methods, and until I found a balance. I'm still trying out new methods now too.
Yeah, always learning. Yeah. That's really beautiful. So what has it been like being a female in tech?
Actually, being a female in tech is actually very, very exciting, really. You get to have the opportunity of being in different places and people get to, give you opportunities. But at the same time, there are also challenges that come with that because let's say there's a job opening, right? One of the things I love about my job as a recruiter, I get to test people based on their skill sets and not their gender. You're first a human before you're a woman, right? And you're first a human before you're a man. So I check on people's ability to perform on their skill set. So if you apply for a job and you can do it, I had give it to you. I had employ you because you're good at what you do,
regardless of your gender.
Yes. So when I started out, I wouldn't say I actually faced any gender challenges, right? It was just mostly what was in my head. Right? I feel like most of the gender challenges were in my head, right? Yes. So when I had to tackle that, tell myself that I was good enough to play in this field. Right? And at the time when I got started, there were not a lot of females in the blockchain ecosystem. But because I stood my ground, I was always showing up. Opportunities started coming.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. So what are the benefits of the things you do?
Benefits, okay. A ton of benefits. First, you get to make money. Very important. You get to make money. Then you get to have the self-confidence that you can handle stuff that come your way. Right, because daily there are challenges that come, like financial challenges, then there are calls from home needing your attention. So when you have enough money to handle that's very helpful. Then when you're able to make money for yourself, when you have a skill set that you have at your hand, it gives you the opportunity to be confident in yourself. So when you have an idea, you can execute on it. Let's say I want to start a business. When I want to start doing business, doing CV, it was because I had the financial capacity to do that. That was why I was able to go ahead into that. So if you get a skill set for yourself, especially in tech, you'd have the opportunity to further your dreams, push the ideas that come into your head, and you get to meet people. I've been able to make amazing friends. I've been able to build contacts, build influence within my niche. So I feel like it's an amazing thing. And I get to travel. I love traveling. So I get to travel to go host events at different places. So it's actually a very beautiful thing.
Oh, that's really, really beautiful. So where do you see yourself in, say, 10 years?
10 years. That's a long time. I've never really thought about my life in 10 years, but I'd say I intend to be bigger than this. First of all, I want my brand doing TV to go global, to be at least in 10 years to be able to make 10,000 CVs for individuals worldwide, right? I also want to attend events, travel, have kids, do stuff, live life, and fulfill purpose. One of the things that I've been very particular about in the last couple of years is making sure that I'm in alignment with my purpose. So in the next 10 years, I hope that I keep chasing purpose, I keep fulfilling purpose, I keep myself in alignment with what God has put me on earth to do.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. So who or what is your support base?
Support base? I think my first support base right now is God, right? God, then my mom. My mom, she's always praying for me. I tell her I have a project at hand. She's the first to go and start praying. Yeah.
Really
Then
beautiful.
my friends, I have very amazing friends in my corner, like very super cool friends who have ideas to give, who are very supportive financially, mentally. I could brainstorm ideas with them, right? It's so supportive, women and men alike. Yeah. So I don't start mentioning names because we would not go home today. But I have very amazing friends. I love you guys so much. Thank you.
That's very beautiful. That's really, really beautiful. So where can we go to find out more about you?
Oh, that's very easy. I'm all over all social platforms. I'm on LinkedIn at Queen Helen ATBK, on Twitter and Instagram at the Crypto Doing. Then on Facebook, I'm Queen Helen ATBK. Likewise.
Oh, that's really beautiful. It was really nice having you.
Thank
Very
you.
inspiring.
Thank you. It's an honor to do this with you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We had quite an amazing time with our guests today. To watch more videos like this, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's your girl Sophia. Till I see you again next week. Bye!